Hi students, welcome to Shri Damodar Raghoji Memorial School online classes. Students, in last video we are discussing about the topic that is soil. Okay, so today in this video we will continue the lesson that is soil. Okay. Yes, students. In last video, what we have discussed what is soil and also discussed what is weathering and the physical weathering and also the chemical weathering and we also discussed about the soil, how the soil get formed and what are the characteristics of the parent rock, and also we have discussed what are the main factors that affect soil formation. What are the main factors that affect the soil formation? That is climate, the conditions, climate conditions and characteristics of the parent rock. Okay, and we have also discussed how the soil get formed. It has a different stages. Yes, and also humus, the different layers of soil. Okay, and that is humus and topsoil and the horizon and bedrock. So these are all the, and last one, that is what, subsoil. So these are the different layer of the soil. Okay, so soil, the earth consists of different layers. So in this different layer we can see, in this on the earth we can see the different layers. Okay, so here is the picture, shows that the earth has different layers. That is the first uppermost layer that it consists, that is what, humus, and second one, that is what, topsoil. Okay, and below that topsoil we can see that is subsoil, and last one that we can see, that is what, bedrock. So this is what we called the different layers of the soil. Okay. Yes, next we have already we have discussed about, that is what, the properties of soil. Okay, what are the main properties of soil? Soil can absorb, the absorption of a soil and also the moisture of soil, and also that is percolation of that is water. Okay, percolation means what? That is the places, the holes that we can see, that small pores, that is through that it percolate the water, means purify the water. Okay, next, now we will discuss, that is what, soil erosion. Okay, what do you mean by soil erosion? See, the soil compactation or low organic matter and loss of soil structure, poor internal drainage, and also the salinization and soil acidity problems are other serious. And next is what, the surface water runoff occurs whenever there is a excess of water on a slope that cannot be absorbed into the soil or is trapped on the surface. Okay, soil erosion means what? Soil erosion means, which is nothing but what, soil compaction means what, the loss of the quality of the soil by the high pressure, and also the low organic matter, that is we can say that humus. Okay, and next is what, the structure of soil, the different layers is there. No, there is a variation that we can see, in variation in the structure of soil, it may be causes the soil erosion, and also the poor internal drainage also, and salination means salting. Okay, the salt water enter, so the salt water to be see on the surface of the earth means, that may also causes the soil erosion, and also the soil acidity. Okay, by the action of acids also may the soil get erosion, and also the problems are other serious issues that we can say, that it by the other action of the causes that may cause the soil erosion, and also the surface water runoff. Surface water means the water, for example the rain water when falls on the earth means, it will be runoff and occurs whenever there is an excess of water on a slope that cannot be absorbed into the soil. By this soil erosion, what will happen, that the absorption quantity, the absorption property of the soil may causes, that is damages. Okay, and on a slope that cannot be absorbed into the soil or is trapped on the surface only. Okay, see, if the property of the soil, main property of the soil is to absorb the water. Okay, so due to this soil erosion, what will happen, it couldn't absorb the soil, that is water. So by that, what will happen, the water get trapped on the surface. By this, what will happen, it may causes the soil erosion. Okay, so this is nothing but what we call soil erosion. Yes, now let us discuss about the different types of soil. Okay, so we can see around us there are different types of soil. Yes, so we can see that there are different coloring. Okay, we can see different colors in soil. Yes, so different color of soil. See, there are different types of a soil that we can see here. The first one is what, sandy soil, clay soil, and chalky soil, silty soil, peaty soil, and also loamy soil. So here we have discussed only few types of a soil in this class. Okay, see, these are the soil are the different types. Okay, now let us discuss one by one. Okay, yes, now first one is that what, sandy soil. See, sand soils are often dry, nutrient deficient, and fast draining. Okay, so these soils are often dry soils is, and also nutrient deficient. We cannot see more amount of a nutrient, means in this soil we cannot see the minerals. Yes, so minerals are very less in this type of a soil, that is nutrient deficient, means we cannot see any kind of a nutrient, means minerals, like which is means what, which this kind of a soil which is not to be sufficient for good for growing plants. Yes, and also they have little ability to transport water from deeper layers through capillary transport. And also here we can see they have a very little ability to transport water from the deeper layer through a capillary transport. And also tillage of a sandy soil in the spring should be kept to a minimum in order to retain the moisture in the seed bed. And these are meaning of a tillage means here what, the preparation of a land for growing crops. See, the preparation of a land for growing crops, this we are called what, that is tillage. Okay, see, here we can make the soil to grow the plant. Okay, see, this is the process which we are called what, tillage. So tillage of a sand soil in the spring should be kept to a minimum in order to retain moisture in the seed bed. Okay, and next one is what, that is clayey soil. Clayey soil means what? Clay is a fine grained natural rock or soil material. It is a very fine grained natural rock or soil material. So that combines one or more clay minerals with the traces of metals. Okay. See, this is a type of a soil which we can see it is a fine grained natural rock or a soil material that we can see in this clay soil. See that this combines on one or more clay minerals. In this type of a soil we can see the minerals which are necessary for plants. Okay, so with the trace of a metals. See, variable amounts of water trapped in the mineral structure. So, depending on the content of the soil, clay can appear. That is, clay can appear in various colors. So, depending on the content of the soil, we can see different colors in this clayey soil. Okay, so like black, red. Yes, so clay can appear in various colors from white to dull gray or brown to deep orange red. Okay, so depending on the content of the soil, variable amount due to the water get trapped in the mineral structure. No, in this case what will happen, it can appear in a various colors from white to dull gray or brown to deep orange red. Okay, so this is the type of a soil. Next is what? Loamy soil. See, loam is a soil composed mostly of sand and a smaller amount of clay. Okay, so loamy soil is a type of a soil which is composed mostly of a sand and also the smaller amount of a clay. It is a mixture of that we can see sand and also clay. So this type of a soil used in a farming. So loam is why it is used in a that is farming, because it is considered ideal for gardening and agriculture uses, because it retains nutrient. It has the capacity to retain the nutrients well and retains water while still allowing excess water to drain away. So this type of a soil which is very sufficient for to grow plants. Okay, so here is the picture that we can see, that is the different types of soil, that is sandy soil, clayey soil and loamy soil. So these are the different types of a soil that we have discussed. In this sandy soil, which do not used in farming, we can convert it as to, that is tiltly, that is what we have discussed in this, that is tillage. Yes, so by making this tillage of a sandy, we can make this sandy soil to use for growing plants. Okay, next what? Clayey soil and also that is loamy soil. In these three, loamy soil is very essential for, which is very essential for farming and also the agriculture. Why? Because it has the capacity to absorb the nutrients, to retain the nutrients and also to retain the water. Okay, for that purpose loamy soil has the highest capacity to grow the plants. Next, how can we prevent? We have discussed that is soil erosion. Okay, by the action of many of the things, the soil get erosion. Yes, how can we prevent this soil erosion? By the deforestation. We can grow many of the plants. Means next is what? Overgrazing and also flood and heavy rainfall and also improper farming, and plant more trees and cut less trees, and overgrazing in a same patch of a land should be avoided, and terrace farming should be adopted in hilly areas. So these are the processes that we can take space, how we can prevent soil erosion. Okay, so this is your lesson, that is soil. Here your lesson completes. If you have any doubts in this lesson, you can text me. Okay, you can ask me in a message. Okay, thank you.